Premier Planet, Justin Barlow here inside the Premier Studio in Woodstock, Illinois, and I'm bringing you the results of PPW's 139th studio taping this last Saturday night. As always, we want to send out a heartfelt thank you to all the members of the Premier Planet who came out to support us. And if you didn't come out this last Saturday night because you had family obligations for the holiday, that's fine. I'm going to tell you right now what you missed. The opening contest. First, let me lay the groundwork for this one. It was announced earlier in the week that there would be a big six-man tag team match between the Dirty Boys Club and Scott Colton, Iniestra, and Matt Vine. Two of those individuals got to get a jump start on the action in the opening contest when Ronnie Metro of the Dirty Boys Club took on the human video game Scott Colton, and let's see how this one played out. So you can see there a little bit of dirty play by the Dirty Boys Club as Andy Anderson rushed the ring, but hot on his tail was the world exclusive Matt Vine. That match unfortunately thrown out due to outside interference, but these guys would lock up later in the evening, but that was later on. Next up, we had another exciting student showcase from the Premier Academy featuring 4 recent graduates of the Premier Academy's training program. First up, we had Hammond Eggers taking on the Okinawan martial arts master 0-2. Now, Hammond Eggers had a distinct size advantage in this one. However, 0-2 able to get behind him, get the arms hooked, and 0-2 scores the victory with a backslide in that one. But the Premier Planet showing Hammond Eggers a round of applause for a job well done and an excellent effort. Following that, it was the champion, Chase Gosling, in non-title action, and he took on another Premier Academy standout, Jamie from the block. Now, Chase, significant experience, significant size advantage in this one. He walked into the ring thinking he was going to have an easy matchup against Jamie, but Jamie, man, he gave Chase a run for his money in this one. And it all ended, unfortunately for Jamie, when he picked Chase up, looking like he was going to go for a body slam. Chase's weight just too much for Jamie. Chase falls on top of the newcomer, and with a little assistance from the bottom rope where the referee couldn't see it, Chase picks up the 1, 2, 3 and crushes Jamie's hopes for a first victory here in PPW. But again, the Premier Planet showing a huge amount of congratulations for a job well done to Jamie from the block. Following that, it was the world exclusive Matt Vine taking on Johnny Cervesa, another standout from the Premier Academy. Now these two guys, both with the style very rough and tumble, really liking to utilize elbows and kicks and a lot of power game. Matt Vine, though, getting up behind Johnny Cervesa, sends him off the ropes, is able to roll up the newcomer for the 1, 2, 3. But Matt Vine, gracious in victory, insists that the sound technician cut his music and play Johnny's so that Vine could raise Johnny's hand in the middle of the ring and congratulate him on a job well done for his effort. And finally, our final match of the showcase, it was the veteran Texas Pete taking on Ranger Ray. Now, just like it had transpired earlier with Chase and with Jamie, Pete thought because of his experience, he was going to have an easy night taking on this new kid. But Ranger Ray, bringing every ounce of effort he could into the ring, he caught Pete off guard so many times, but Texas Pete able to roll up Ranger Ray for the 1, 2, 3. But you know what? Even though all 4 of these newcomers were unsuccessful in their attempts at PPW 139, all deserve a huge round of applause, and we look forward to seeing more from these guys in the future. Finally, it came down to our big main event, 6-man tag team match. It was the Dirty Boys Club, the champ Chase Gosling, Ronnie Metro, and Andy Anderson taking on the world exclusive and former PPW World Heavyweight Champion Matt Vine and yeah boys, Scott Colton and Iniestra. And as it was announced earlier in the week before this match took place, that a special stipulation had been added where the man who scored the winning fall for his team would become the new #1 contender for the PPW World Heavyweight title, currently held by the self-proclaimed hunk with the tree trunks, Chase Gosling. Now, the Dirty Boys Club didn't deviate from their usual playbook in this one. They used distractions to the referee to isolate individual members of the opposing team and execute double and triple teams, but everything turned around when finally there was a multiple tag, which unfortunately caused a lot of confusion. It was Matt Vine, Scott Colton, and Iniestra in the ring at the same time as all three members of the Dirty Boys Club. Vine, Iniestra, and Colton roll up all three at the same time. 1, 2, 3. But since there were multiple tags, who was the legal man? We didn't know at that time. We had no idea who the legal man was. Was there a legal man? Were all three considered legal men? Did we have a new number one contender? That was undecided at that time due to the chaos and confusion. And you're going to want to stay tuned for more developments on this situation as we get them in, because Premier Planet, we promise, we are not going to leave this situation lie. Eventually, sooner or later, one way or another, we are going to figure out who is the legitimate number one contender for Chase's PPW World Heavyweight Championship. Once again, Premier Planet, thank you all so much for your continued support of PPW. Keep spreading the word on Facebook. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter and Snapchat, both at Premier Planet. You can find us on Instagram, on YouTube, and don't forget to bookmark PremierProWrestling.com. And we will see you folks out here at 1230 Davis Road in Woodstock.